Well, Hauss, what was the first day like?
It was good. It was a beautiful day, 75 degrees. So couldn't ask for a better start to spring ball. I heard last year was like 30 degrees out. So it was good. It was good to finally put what we've been talking about for 2 months actually on the field. So it was good to dap up some guys and just have fun, throw the ball around a little bit. It was good.
Take us through what December and January were like for you. Obviously going into the portal and landing here and your relationship with Coach Meacham, all those sorts of things.
Yeah. So I got in the portal and Meacham obviously took the job here, and then Coach Johns, the quarterback coach, he took the job here as well. So I had a great relationship with both of those dudes through recruiting, and then obviously being at TCU, I knew Meacham really well. So it's been great to finally be in the same building with both of them and grow and learn together and learn from Coach Johns and what knowledge they have to give me. So it's been awesome.
What do you make of the quarterback room?
Oh, it's awesome. There's 3 good dudes in the quarterback room along with me, Garrett, Zane, and Maya. We're all just helping each other out and learning the system all at the same time. So it's been good.
Where's the fine line of being friends and helping each other versus going out there and trying to win the job?
The competition's always high. I mean, it's football. We all know that. We want to be the starter. So, we're just doing our best every day to, compete, but also be respectful of each other. So that's what it's about.
As you're coming into that environment, not really knowing those guys, do you wonder what it's going to be like and what the vibe is going to be between friendship and competition?
Of course. I mean, every quarterback room is different. There's guys that can be salty. There's guys that can, not really care. They're just there to do the same thing as you are and have fun and play the game that they love. But I've been blessed to be in 2 quarterback rooms at TCU where it was the same way. Everyone was there to build each other up and help each other out and be friends, and it's been the same way here. But obviously, when you're on the field, it's a competition, and you have to focus on what you got to do to be the best version of yourself. But when we're in the building just hanging out with each other, it's fine. So it's been good.
Hauss, from the competition standpoint, learning the playbook, does it feel different for you this time around than it did at TCU?
Oh, it does tremendously. At TCU, I graduated early and came in there, and they started installing plays really fast, and I was just trying to figure out college, to be honest, and I probably didn't take it as seriously as I have as I've gotten here. I've locked in a lot more and got a lot better feel of what the college balance of football and school and just life in general. So I definitely have a better start to this semester than I did my last spring semester. So first day of spring ball was a lot better when it came to learning the playbook and understanding the offense and doing stuff.
How does Meacham's offense kind of fit you, Hauss?
It's an air raid offense, so I'm sure y'all have heard a lot about his offense, and I like to throw the ball around. His infamous year was with Trevon Boykin, where they threw for a lot of yards, and Trevon made a lot of plays with his feet. So, I've always watched Trevon Boykin and try to model my game after him, and I think I can do a lot of similar things that he did when he was in college. I'm just gonna take what the defense gives me at the end of the day. Whoever's a starter, Meacham's probably gonna build the offense around them and scheme around whoever's a quarterback. So that's kind of how I see it.
Do you feel like your relationship with him and Coach Johns will benefit you this spring?
I think so, but I think they're doing this in a fair way. They're gonna play whoever's the best player, and that's how it's gonna be. It doesn't matter, who they've known for the longest or who they're better friends with. They're just gonna play who's better, and that's how it needs to be. And I respect that.
With all the new players, all the new coaches, just kind of what was the vibe like going through winter workouts and stuff like that? Just kind of what was the energy like of the group?
It was awesome. I mean, I don't even know how many new guys came in, but there was quite a bit. So it was kind of, everyone's kind of unsure at first of, what it's going to be like. But within a week or 2, we were all jiving with each other. Coach Gunny did a good job of, telling us to introduce ourselves to 2 people every day and just get to know people. So sooner or later, everyone on the team knows each other now. And it's been good. We've been busting our butts in the off season. Just got done with that, so now we're on the spring ball. But I think we're starting to build a culture of, what this football team is going to be in the future. So it's been fun.
Plus, every quarterback kind of has their own unique style, their own comforts. How would you sort of describe your strengths and sort of your favorite way to play this position?
My favorite way to play the position is just playing the game I love, honestly. I've played football since I was 6 years old, so I just love competing on the field. I love the feeling of beating somebody on the other team, and I love the feeling of seeing my teammates smile when we score a touchdown, and that's kind of what drives me to play this game, is just that dopamine rush of playing the game of football, and especially playing quarterback. But I mean, actually, the actual game itself. I mean, I'm a runner, so when things break down, I can run the ball when it's 4th and 1. I'm the type of guy who's competitive enough to put my head down and run somebody over if I need to. But and then I also just do it for the glory of God, because He's given me so many blessings throughout my life, and I can't do enough to return him but a smile on his face. So that's all I'm trying to do in this life, is put a smile on his face when I can. And I love the game of football. I love my teammates around me, and I love the people that support me.